I'll never forget the moment when my wife, Claire, looked at me with tears in her eyes and said, "Who is she?" Her voice was trembling, filled with anger, confusion, and heart. I stood frozen, phone in hand, unable to process what she had just asked. My mind raced, trying to figure out how we had reached this point. Let me take you back to the beginning so you can understand my side of the story. Clara and I had been married for 6 years. Our life was good, busy, but good. I worked as a project manager for a tech company, and Claire ran a small bakery. We didn't always have time for romantic dinners or long conversations, but we loved each other deeply. At least, I thought we did. A few months ago, I started planning something special for our anniversary. 6 years is no small milestone, and I wanted to show Claire how much she meant to me. I had a big idea, a surprise party with all her friends and family, plus a trip to Paris, her dream destination. But planning something like this in secret is no easy task, especially when your wife is incredibly observant. I had to hide messages, emails, and receipts. I even saved reminders on my phone under code names to keep her from figuring it out. One evening, as I was texting Claire's best friend Sarah about the cake design, Claire walked into the room. I quickly locked my phone, but I could tell by the look on her face that she had noticed. "Who are you texting?" she asked casually. "Just work stuff," I replied, trying to sound natural. She raised an eyebrow, but didn't press farther. That was the first moment I realized I might be in trouble. From then on, Claire became more curious. She started asking more questions. "Why are you working late so often? Why do you keep your phone on silent? Why are you so distracted lately?" I brushed off her concerns, thinking it was temporary, but deep down, I knew I wasn't handling this well. One Saturday morning, I left my phone on the kitchen counter while I went to take a shower. When I came back, Claire was sitting at the table, holding my phone in her hands. Her face was pale, and her lips were pressed into a thin line. I saw the messages, she said quietly. My heart dropped. What messages? I asked, trying to play dumb. She glared at me. Don't lie to me, Michael. I saw the text to Sarah and the reservations and the payments to that fancy restaurant. Who is she? I was speechless. Claire had gone through my phone and pieced together enough to think I was having an affair. I wanted to explain, but the look on her face stopped me. She was hard, angry, and worst of all, disappointed. Claire, I said finally, you've got it all wrong. Oh, do I? She snapped. Then explain everything, Michael. Explain why you've been acting so strange. Explain why you're texting Sarah late at night. Explain why you're spending money at expensive places without telling me. I took a deep breath and said, I will, but you have to trust me for just a little longer, please. She stared at me, tears streaming down her face. Trust you? How can I trust you when you're clearly hiding something? At that moment, I realized that my plan had backfired in the worst way. All my efforts to surprise Claire had only made her feel betrayed. I knew I had to fix this, but how? Claire's tears broke my heart, and I knew I couldn't keep the secret any longer. Okay, Claire, I said softly. I'll tell you everything. Just sit down, please. She hesitated, but finally sat at the kitchen table. I took a deep breath and began explaining everything. I wasn't texting Sarah or anything inappropriate. I started. I've been planning a surprise for you. For our anniversary, Sarah has been helping me organize it. The fancy restaurant reservation? That's for our dinner. The payments? They are for decorations. And the trip? Trip, Claire interrupted, her tone softening just slightly. Yes, I said. I booked us a trip to Paris. I know you've always dreamed of going there. That's why I've been so distracted. I wanted to make this anniversary special, something unforgettable. Claire stared at me, her expression shifting from anger to shock. You did all of this for me? She asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Yes, I said. I know I've been acting strange, but it was all for this. I wanted to surprise you, but I guess I didn't handle it well. Tears filled her eyes again, but this time they weren't tears of anger. She looked down at the phone in her hands, then back at me. Michael, I'm so sorry, she said. I thought I thought the worst. It's okay, I said, reaching out to take her hand. I should have been more careful. I never wanted to make you feel this way. A week later, the big day arrived. Claire walked into the surprise party, and the look on her face made every stressful moment worth it. She was overwhelmed by the decorations, the friends, and family who had come to celebrate, and the love that surrounded her. When I handed her the envelope with the plane tickets to Paris, she burst into tears again. This is the most amazing gift anyone has ever given me, she said, hugging me tightly. That night, as we sat together after the party, Claire looked at me and said, I learned something important through all of this. What's that? I asked. Sometimes we see what we want to see, not what's really there, she said. I let my fears cloud my judgment. I should have trusted you, Michael. And I learned something too, I said. Communication is everything. If I had just shared even a little bit of what I was doing, this misunderstanding wouldn't have happened. We both smiled, knowing we had grown stronger through this experience. Not everything is as it seems. Sometimes. I hope you liked this story. If you could improve your English a little more, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend. Thank you very much for your support. Take care.